The UK has been warned by Clement Beaune the process of legal action against it over the issue of post-Brexit fishing licences will begin in a matter of days as tensions between the sides reach breaking point. The French Europe minister, a furious critic of the UK's stance on the matter, told France 2 television this morning there will be a high-profile meeting with European Union representatives on January 4. He added litigation at a special tribunal put in place by the Brexit Accords will start in the very first days of January. Last week, France had initially warned it would sue Britain within a matter of days over the long-running row over post-Brexit fishing licenses. Mr. Beaune, one of French President Emmanuel Macron's closest aides, had urged the EU to begin legal action after accusing the UK of refusing to grant enough fishing boat access. Under new rules enforced after Brexit, French fishermen must apply for a permit to enjoy unfettered access to UK waters. Britain has so far approved more than 90% of fishing licenses France has applied for. But France has claimed UK officials are still withholding another 73 permits. The UK government issued 23 additional licenses, but France has remained furious at the actions of the British. Speaking last Wednesday, Mr. Beaune said, "We are going to ask the European Commission to initiate a legal procedure for the remaining licenses that we feel that we are entitled to." A European Commission spokesman had said they would examine together with the French authorities the legal circumstances around every requested license which has not been granted. Mr. Macron had met French industry bosses at his official residence, the Élysée Palace, last week as tensions from the country's fishermen grew. Olivier Lenazet, the head of Brittany's Fisheries Committee, who was part of the talks with the president, warned they would not give up until the issue with the UK is resolved. He said, "The fight continues. It will end only when we will get the licenses." Just days earlier, the UK and Jersey governments had granted additional licenses to French fishing boat, raising hopes the long-running feud over the post-Brexit rights to fish in British waters could be resolved. Mr. Beaune praised the progress of talks between the two sides, adding 93% of the requested licenses had now been issued by Britain, compared to 60% at the start of November. But in a further warning, he told French news channel CNews the issue was far from resolved. Mr. Beaune said, "We still have a few dozen to obtain, around 60. We are looking at every file that remains. We will not let down any of these fishermen." The French Europe minister had also warned talks on the remaining licenses could go down the path of dialogue or legal proceedings. The furious row between the two sides centres around permits to fish in UK and Channel Islands waters following Brexit. France has been left raging over what it claims is a lack of licenses granted to its fishermen to operate in waters around the British coastline, as smaller vessels have to prove they operated there before Brexit.